guys, welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to update you guys on one little problem that the SS Camaro has when you try and go to a bigger, wider tire. You sometimes have to relocate a wire harness that is in the driver's side wheel well, and I'm there. So I'm going to have to do that today. We upgraded the tires this morning on the car because we were losing traction even in fourth gear since we put the Whipple on. So we had to definitely go to a bigger, stickier tire, and the tire I went with was an NT555 R2s, the new ones. But the problem is I was running a 305 30/20 in the rear, and I had to, in order to go with these tires, I had to go with a 305 35/20, and that difference between the 30 and the 35 was just enough that I started rubbing. So the problem with that is not only damaging the wheel well, but also, like I said, in the 6th gen Camaros, in the driver's side rear tire wheel well is where you have the wiring harness. I think it's for the fuel pump, so that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna go in and switch that right now, and I'll kind of try and show you guys the process as I go. Just got the tire off, just jacked up the one side, and I'm gonna show you guys. He literally had the tire, the new wheels on here, or the new tires on here for just from the tire shop home to the house, which is 45-ish minutes, maybe a little longer, a little less, depending on how he was driving. But I know he could tell it was rubbing, so he was being careful. And yeah, let me show you guys the damage it's already started to do. So I could see where this would be a big problem. So it's definitely needed, and it cannot wait. So it was already starting to cut through the wheel well liner, and some of the protective hosing around something back here. I would imagine it's probably the electrical that we're about to move here in just a minute, and I think that's probably why. So anyway, let me go ahead and show you guys, see if you can see it. This is my fender liner or wheel well liner, whatever you call it, and right here's the damage that's already been done. This is where the tire was revving, and then this actually is technically a hole, and then that is the protective plastic housing that they put around wires. So yeah, and like I said, this was only on here for the drive home from the tire shop, maybe 45 minutes, give or take, a very short adjustment. There's some rubbing here. Everything else looks okay. A little bit of rubbing right back here. It's definitely the height of the tire that is the problem. That's all rubber. So anyway, but everything else looks pretty good. I was just checking to see if there was anything else that I needed to push back or look out for, but this right here seems to be the biggest issue. So let's get that fixed. All right guys, so now you can see a little bit better. This is the inside of the wheel well. Yes, I've got a light on it so you can see it a little bit better. And this here, you can actually see, this is the damage that we saw through that hole. So the whole idea of what we need to do is we need to relocate this so that it's not pushing out, and gives the wider tire, thicker tire, more room to push through. So we got to find somewhere to relocate this that won't be rubbed. All right, there we go. I shut the garage so I can show you guys a little bit better. There is a pop push pin here, pop push pin here, and then there is a star screw here, and then I took out the star screw from the top, just enough to pull it away so we could have access without having to completely take the whole thing out of here. This honestly is a pretty simple job, and it should hold it well enough. I'll be checking it periodically just to make sure that we're not having any rubbing and that kind of thing, but yeah, pretty simple. All right guys, so here is the finished product. Basically, I just took a zip tie and ran it through in here, and it's, if you bend the tip of it, you can get it to come out this hole and go into the zip tie, so that way it's, or go back into, you know, a useful zip tie, I guess I should say. So anyway, I tried to add, there's not really any extra holes anywhere that you can put. I wanted another one right here to kind of hold that even better out of the way, but there really isn't anywhere. So I tried to put another zip tie here around this bracket, but it actually pulls it away, not much, but it pulls it away from the wall. So it's actually lays better just with the one zip tie. And it keeps everything, you know, back behind the factory pieces, which should be good. So there was no rubbing up at the top. The only place that I really saw rubbing was here. So I'll put the fender liner back down, and we'll check it again, make sure everything looks okay, make sure nothing is protruding or causing any lumps or anything that shouldn't be. And just so you guys know, I only pulled out the front half of the fender liner, and I kind of tucked it back out of the way. All right. Well, I guess only one way to find out for sure if it worked or not. And that is gonna be, oh, let me take that down. Only one way to find out for sure if it worked or not. I've got all the push pins back in. The only other star screw I took out was that one there at the top. And obviously the one here at the bottom, had to take that one out. But this was the problem here that was eating through. And now there's, sorry, I've got to use a flashlight. I'm in the garage with it shut. There's nothing really behind there now. So if it happens to get a little worse, it's not going to hurt anything. The area that we need to be concerned about now is more into the center here. Oops. It's more centrally located here. And that there. So I'm gonna keep a real close eye on this and see what happens. And I'll keep you guys posted. Yes, I'm gonna check the other side just in case. The driver's rear is supposed to be the side that is the problem. But I'm gonna check the other side just to be on the safe side. Just to show you the inside of the passenger wheel well. Kind of hard to see with the glare coming in. There's really a tiny bit right there, but really nothing like what the other side had. Again, a teeny tiny bit there, but honestly, I think that's more burnt rubber from burnouts or whatever from previous. This looks like the only real rubbing. A teeny tiny little bit there, but definitely not how the other side was. So I'm okay with that. All right, guys, so that's it. Hope this helps somebody out there, at least one person. And if it does, I've done my job. If some of you find it entertaining, that's okay too. That wasn't the purpose of it, but I'll take it. So anyway, if you like this video, go ahead and give us a like, give us a subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you have any other suggestions, I'm totally willing to hear them. So let me know what you think. And otherwise, we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.